The National Intelligence Service of South Korea has announced that it had been accepted as a contributing participant for NATO's Cooperative Cyber Defense Center of Excellence, a group that focuses on cybersecurity research, training, and exercises. The South Korean flag was raised for the first time at a NATO Cyber Defense Center in Tallinn, the Estonian capital, on Thursday, when Seoul became the first in Asia to join the group. So participation could potentially bring South Korea closer to NATO, but it is China further as tensions between the two countries escalate. Although the center is separate from the NATO command structure, Chinese military analysts said that the addition of its close neighbor and American ally to the group had Beijing worried, seeing it as expansion of the US-led defense alliance in Northeast Asia that could threaten Chinese security interests in the region. China has repeatedly said it is opposed to the enlargement of NATO. According to the Korea Institute of Liberal Democracy in Seoul, a crack squad of 6,800 North Korean spies are involved in fraud, blackmail, and internet gambling, generating around $860 million annually. China is the source of many attacks. The Cyber Defense Group was formed in 2008 when a cyber attack disrupted Estonia's state networks. It sold inclusion NATO's cybersecurity group. The CCD-COE now has 27 member countries and 5 non-NATO allies. China has already called the move a provocation. The former editor of Chinese state-owned media responded to the news, warning of Ukraine-like results for South Korea. There is also a possibility that the move could enrage Russia besides China. NATO's cybersecurity group voted in March to include Ukraine as a contributing partner among other non-NATO countries. Now South Korea's accession to the group appears to represent a sharpening determination among US allies. In reaction to rising threats from Moscow and Beijing, whether developments in Ukraine spared NATO to approve South Korea's membership eventually is unknown, but this action will undoubtedly help Seoul to boost their relations with NATO. NATO has been increasing its presence in the aftermath of the Ukraine conflict for Asian national allies of the United States, including South Korea, attended a NATO foreign ministerial conference in Brussels in April 2022 to discuss the Ukraine situation. All 4 countries have now been invited to attend the forthcoming NATO summit in Madrid in June. South Korea has been touted as a possible non-member participant in the summit along with Japan, Australia, and New Zealand, as the US attempts to mobilize allies and partners to hold Russia accountable for its invasion of Ukraine. Given the growing tensions in the Indo-Pacific, NATO is looking beyond its named geography to engage with key players in the region. The Quarter Alliance, often described as an Asian NATO by China, is a strong embodiment of the Indo-Pacific balancing policy. The United States, India, Australia, and Japan are the members of this arrangement. South Korea is considered a part of the Quad Plus group. South Korea is also considered part of the Quad Plus group, even though the original Quad countries' collaboration is strengthening. Fundamental impediments to integrating South Korea as a formal member still exist. South Korea's hesitation to join a Quad Plus security architecture demonstrates the difficulty in obtaining policy consensus among a number of countries. Similarly, its cooperation with NATO in broader military terms may be complex, and that's why the country may not take a dramatic policy shift in this regard. So guys, this was for today. Give us your thoughts on this in the comment section, and if you appreciate our content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your family and friends. We will meet soon in a new video. Thank you. Jai Hind.